Uh-huh.
It shows we've been live for 3 minutes. Oh no. Okay. Hello, everybody. So I'm back, and it seems like it's been uh, 2 weeks according to YouTube, but it's been 5 months according to us. So that we've been apart 5 months,
Yes.
and so
There you go.
I see a chat.
Yeah, it is working now.
So yeah, we were trying to go live multiple times, and it really just failed miserably.
Good
Anyway,
now.
hopefully Joy's audio, hopefully you can hear her voice good because we got this nice mic.
Hello, guys. It's the I am able to hear.
I'm going to try to get her comments on YouTube here. Otherwise I can't read them.
You can read it.
It's too far away from me.
Yeah, sounds totally fine. That's good. We've been trying to work it on for 5 times.
Yeah.
Now it's working.
Hey everybody. See Jesse, Eduardo. Hi Flying Brian. Charlene. Welcome everybody.
Welcome,
Watching
guys.
from California. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
so I'm back. Yeah, I came back here a couple days ago now, and I'm staying for 5 weeks this time. Which
Yes.
I don't know. Should we just hint at it? Should we talk about
No,
it?
we're not gonna until it's
Yeah.
done already.
Yeah.
We wanted you guys to see it in your own eyes. What we're gonna do this time.
Yeah. It's exciting. So I want to tell everyone about it, but it'll probably give me more anxiety if I tell everybody about it before we do it.
We can tell them when it's
We'll
finished.
tell everyone when it's finished. Yeah. And it's not just like a vacation. Like, let's go on vacation. Let's go do a big trip. No, it's not like that.
Well, it's not more. It's not just a vacation this
Yeah.
time. It's more fun this time.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if people. We'll give enough hints that will confuse everyone because I don't think anyone would see this as more fun.
But yeah, I know. I don't know.
Like going and spending a lot of money and.
What are the plans next week? Next week we'll be in the bound.
Yeah. Well, we have 3 more days here. I wanted to come to this town because I heard it's where surfing started in the Philippines back when um, Apocalypse Now, that movie, was filmed, and they had a surfing scene, and then they left all their surfboards, and it's at this place called Charlie's Point here, and then the locals started surfing after that. That's the story that I heard. So we drove up there though, and it was surprising. It was a lot of resorts uninhabited, and then there was tons of big waves, and so I'm not a good surfer. Enjoy
Yeah,
doesn't want to risk her life, so we just looked at the waves and went, wow. So that's where it started.
the waves is so crazy, guys. So it's like you're putting your life in danger.
Yeah, and then it took, according to Google Maps, it was going to take 4 hours, about 4.5 hours to drive here from Manila, and it took
9 hours to
9 hours,
drive.
and it's because there's patches of the road where it's smooth sailing, but then you get to these places where it's just construction, and you have to go off on the side, dirt roads, and you have to take detours, and they exit you off the freeway through towns that have roads being built in the middle of the town that you're detoured through, and so it's just never-ending construction and difficulty, and then a lot of winding roads and like piles of sand for construction purposes, piled in the middle of the road, and you have to drive over it.
Yes.
And so it's just it just took so long.
When we got here at night, oh my goodness, I feel like the whole place is having an earthquake.
because you're
Remember, I kept asking
because
you,
of
is
all the
there?
driving,
Yeah.
turning and turning.
Remember when we were sitting there and I kept asking you, is there an earthquake?
Yeah, it was just me like moving my leg, but she was so dizzy from the drive, she actually thought that was an earthquake.
Yeah, I'd be like,
So we have another 3 days here, and I was curious what a beach city looked like up above Manila because there's a lot of land, and I just was kind of familiar. Wanted to get an idea of what it would be like, and it has big different feel from some place like Siargao, where it's more of a small island. Um, really busy in rush hour. We went to get food during rush hour on a motorcycle,
yeah,
and I almost died.
you almost
Well,
died.
according to Joy, I wasn't honking enough.
Yeah, I was kind of like, why you're not honking? Because
It's so bizarre.
there's a motorcycle is like almost and it's here and it's here like it's like
No, it
go
wasn't.
through.
It wasn't quite that bad. What I don't get the difference here, the biggest difference that's it means traffic goes really slow all the time because people are always pulling into the opposite lanes, assuming everyone's going to stop. And I think the reason that wouldn't work in America is because people go a lot faster there. Here, everyone goes slow because of that reason. But it's just really confusing to get my head in that space.
And here there's so many motorcycles, you know.
Yeah, it's 99% motorcycles, and then a car every now and then. So that's why. And everyone's driving slow, so it is enjoyable. I really do enjoy
Life or
driving a
something like
motorcycle here.
yeah, but I don't recommend this place, guys. If you want to do surfing, then go to Siargao.
Well, I think if you're a good surfer, if you're a pro and you know what you're looking for and you know how to navigate waves, and then this is great because there's a lot of waves here.
Yeah, when if you're a really professional surfer, then you can go here and do surfing. But if you're just, trying to learn it, no, don't. How you to make
Happy man, thank you for the comment. I
sweet.
appreciate it. Don't go to a bar to find one. They'll give you the desires of your heart for 10 minutes until you give them money.
Well,
I don't know.
there's a lot, guys. You can still find somewhere.
Yeah. After seeing how expansive the land is, where it's more or less just province, there's a small portion of the Philippines that's city, and then just 99% is just small towns and villages, just forever and ever and ever. And I mean, it seems like there's just plenty of women that would be interested in foreigner
Here,
that are just in all the provinces. I think when you go to a city, I'm sure there's good girls there, but they're kind of more programmed to like look for the ways to get things from foreigners, whereas in the provinces, it's just you just see more normal. I'm pretending like city girls are not normal, but
well, there's some
it's
few
a difference.
there's some few normal city girl, but
Yeah.
the way their lifestyle is, and
Yeah.
the lifestyle in province.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
alarmingly different. Um, and Joy was even saying when she moved to Manila, it was really amazing how much food choices she had because she's just used to eating rice and fish in the morning
Yes,
and some fruits that she would pick. But it was just surprising how much food options she had when she moved to Manila to work.
yeah, life in Manila, you can be like, oh, the life here is better in province, but it's gonna be better if you're working. But if you don't have work, you will be end up on the street.
Yeah. Whereas in the province, you can kind of relax more, and work doesn't have to be quite the priority.
Where do you plan on living when you settle down in Noyage?
Um,
Maybe
where do we plan? Well,
BGC as a base of.
I'm looking at your comments up close. Uh,
Well, we
well, you answer that.
maybe a few years we're in US if God would allow us to do that. And back here in the Philippines, because
Yeah.
we need to be there for the kids. We don't need to be selfish to leave ourselves.
Yeah.
So
Well,
maybe,
Joy's not selfish, but I don't need to be selfish and
but
just stay here.
but we don't stay around the city like BGC. It's so crowded. I
Yeah.
mean, it's so nice because if you work online, if you work at home, the internet connection is good. But oh my goodness, guys, it's so crowded and so traffic.
Yeah. It's very modern. BGC is a really beautiful, pretty, convenient city, but it feels like I'm just living in Los Angeles or something, in a nice part of Los Angeles. And you know, I don't know how much people know, but I lived in LA for 20 years, and then I moved away from it to kind of escape the city life, just to get away from so many people and congestion and this expensive lifestyle. And so I don't. That would be the last place I would want to go if I was moving to the Philippines. I wouldn't want to go reason to move to the Philippines. So for me, that I'm more attracted to, and I know Joy is too, more of a simple province area where there's less people. We could have a nice house. We could have nice things, but and air conditioning and all that stuff. But it just would be a lot more relaxing. And
Yeah.
so anyway, but for now, yeah, we applied for her visa, a fiance visa, and so it's been about 7 months now since we applied, and it takes a year and a half apparently to go through the process at this point right now.
No, man, don't bring your precious girl into metrics with you
No,
with
don't
a.
do it. Don't do it. Mm.
Well, I think, guys, that,
I
that
I
depends on the
understand.
girl. It depends on the girl if she really wanted to change. Yes, there is an adjustment when you move other places, but it doesn't mean that you have to change the way you are.
Yeah, it's like I moved from Idaho
You
to
know.
LA, and people are like, "Oh, you're so different than people in LA." It's like I don't want to just embrace being an LA boy, and I see the same thing. And of course, we're gonna change. I'll change when I move here. She'll change when she moves there. But I think some of the change to think that there should never be change is kind of an ignorance. I mean, just marrying a foreigner in any capacity is going to change both couples, both people. Like
Yeah.
we have arguments about like you shouldn't pull out your teeth when you get them hurt. Like that's just not how we're going to do it. Like I want her to change in that way. Stop pulling out your cute teeth.
Guys, like I was gonna the way I dressed up, but that's the way I am. But I'm still a province girl, you know.
Yeah, I just my opinion is it depends on the person. So I know I'm pretty different from most people in America and in Idaho even though people talk to me and they're like, "Oh yeah, I can tell you're from Idaho." But at the same point, I still think I'm pretty different from most people in Idaho.
I
And
can dig, but it but the
I
root.
think it just really depends on the personality, and I mean any relationship is a risk, I think. So
Well, it's not Happy Man. It's not about American girl rude or the attitude. Still here in the Philippines, there's a lot of women that they're so rude
yeah,
and they act like very
yeah.
sassy.
I feel like women here, if they want to change, they will change here
Thank you,
because
digital.
there's a lot of Filipino women that really are kind of like, oh, like they kind of creep me out because they've kind of adopted the mentality already just because they're online and stuff. And so I I just I I'm not attracted. There's a lot of red flags with Filipino women, in my mind, a lot of them, and they're different red flags than in America, but they stem from the same root. It's the same root. It's like this never being satisfied kind of mentality, and so I think if you find someone who is satisfied with simple things, I think that's going to be a better situation, no matter if you stay in the Philippines or in America, you know, or
Yeah.
wherever in the world, wherever you go in the world.
It's not about all material things. It's not all about giving gifts, whatever.
Yeah,
Because some women they like to have gifts from their partner.
yeah.
They like to have flower. I do like flower too, but I don't like the fresh flower.
She doesn't like flowers because they'll die, and then it is a symbol of death.
Yes. I want a flowers that didn't die.
So she likes plastic flowers and fake flowers, which is
Hmm.
so backwards to me. But hey, I think that's cool. I'm not keeping up with comments,
Yeah, I
so
think province girl will be better. Well, not not all province girls are sweeter or
yeah,
nice because of this style. I was kind of happy because it's part of my childhood memories. So I still want to go back on
yeah,
what we have when we're young.
yeah. It seems to me like a girl or even a guy, anybody probably, but in my mind, I'm thinking of girls. If they grow up in the province, there there's they've never been exposed to very much stuff, and so as soon as they get exposed to stuff, that's when you really start seeing their personality come out. And so it might just be a little tiny thing, and suddenly they're very just like selfish and just want everything perfect, and I and this is province girls, because the problem is they just have never been exposed to it, and so I think it's good to if you do, start talking to a province girl. This isn't a dating channel, by the way. If you talk to a province girl, it's good to see what their reaction will be being exposed to like money, and even though it may not be a lot of money, what do they do with money? Like, are they just going to blow it? Are they going to just is it going to turn into like this thing, an ATM for their family? Because there's a lot of programming that's done like that with families in the province, and I get it, but you step into those situations and suddenly the sweetest girl is just difficult as ever to be around, and you don't understand the cultural differences, and so it's hard to even understand why they're doing it. But it's like a kid when suddenly a kid gets a really fancy new toy. I experienced this with my kids. My youngest son was the sweetest boy ever until we started giving him birthday gifts, until he realized that they were for him. And then suddenly he became this really like me, and he was really unhappy with everything he got. And so I think that's the kind of the same mentality that can happen with people who grow up in the province who get a taste of this thing. And if that's in their mind, if that's their mentality and their perspective, they will transform immediately into something else. So I think it's good to test and to like Joy lived in Manila for a long time, and she worked
Yeah.
with Chinese people that trusted her with a ton of money, so she had access to a lot of different things that province girls don't get access to, and then but she still retained that province kind of
Yes.
mentality, and that's what gives me a little bit more peace than other girls I've seen.
First time in my life that I can hold a piece of money like wow. Because I never have it experienced
Mhm.
that before.
And you were
Like
telling me like a lot of people, if they were in that situation, would just take the money and go because it would mean like I could go
and
back to the province and I have $1 million, 1 million pesos, like they would never find me, you know.
yeah. Hi Faye and Brian. Did you do it yourself, Akiwan? We have agency to do it for us.
Oh
So
yeah,
he hired
K1
agency
visa.
to do
Yeah.
it over K1 visa
Yeah,
because
I'm so bad at paperwork. I mean, I would. It's so technical, and I know you can do it yourself, but I would rather pay someone who's done it over and over to do it because I just don't want to risk it. If they get denied the first time, then they're denied for life, from what I understand. It's just if you
mm,
mess up your visa, you're done. You don't have another chance. So it's like be able to sleep well at night. Yes,
congratulations
that's
to
exciting
that.
to be able to
It's a
be
lot of
that
stress.
close.
Well, it is. It's a lot of stress from Filipina. I was telling him if I was giving.
She's been the stress reliever, and she's been the kind of peace, and very loving and supportive and helpful. And it's my own life that is kind of the uh, turbulent stuff is going on out of my own decisions in my own life and my career and my everything. So, but she's been yes, it's true. Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think so. I know so.
So
But I mean, she's thinking I'm stressed because I'm coming back and forth, but I enjoy coming back and forth to get away from everything I'm used to, break up my life a little bit. And at this point, I can afford it. I have some money saved, so yeah, there's a couple geckos in just the bathroom out here.
have you seen it?
Yeah, there was like two of them living in that bathroom.
Do you mean the lizard?
Hmm.
Well, guys, you don't have to be scared of those thing. Like they're not gonna bite you.
I will say I hate spiders. I mean, there's certain spiders I don't mind, but most spiders I hate, especially in a a foreign land where I don't know if it's a good or bad spider. That's worse. And I get bit up everywhere I go, so it's just, any biting bug is my enemy.
It
And I picked up this little crab in a shell, and I was like, "Oh, Joy, look!" And she was like, "Oh, put that down. That thing is poisonous." And I was like, "What? It's so innocent."
he's so happy to pick it up, and he was gonna show me. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, we go out and we're
Yeah,
digging through the rocks by the water, and she's like pulling up like
but it's
big
a
crabs and
it's a
stuff.
crab, and I know it bite it, but when you hold it in the right way, they're not gonna.
Well, she's experienced
So
it.
gigas don't bite it. Well, I don't think it will bite you if you don't do anything with them.
but
He's
but I'm
the
picking it up and playing with it.
he's the one trying to. Well, I don't think it bite because when I was young, we used to play.
Oh well, he's talking about geckos. I don't know. Do geckos bite? I don't think they do.
They don't.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay, sorry, I sabotaged your sentence.
No, they're not. They're not. You can play with it if you're not scared. The thing I think the big lizard, the one that's in the corner. I don't know if you saw it already.
In the bathroom?
No, that now not that one. There's more bigger than that.
Okay.
It's like
I'm
this, like this big.
I would assume there's all kinds of
I
big
think that
animals
one
here.
is the one that will bite you. So it's kind of dangerous. There's some spider that would that's dangerous, but more. I don't think it's all of them are dangerous because we used to play spider game.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You and your spider battles as kids. See,
Because
that's weird
good
to me.
God, good riches.
That's welcome to Hawaii. Yep.
Yeah,
Spiders, roaches, bad. Thank you so much.
thank you, Andrew. Well, I don't think it's so weird because so many foreigners they're kind of scared that it's real. I thought they're very scared of something that would bite them, but it's just a butterfly. They were like shouting because of the butterfly. I was like, it won't bite you. It's just a butterfly.
This pretty butterfly. And they're all stressed out.
Yeah, they're like
Uh,
crawling on the under the chairs. Like, what the heck?
they
Where are
don't
you?
have butterflies in China.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Like, and if they saw a rat, they're gonna like running everywhere. They don't care if they break something, whatever.
Yeah, well, I think that's how people are in America with rats. At least that's the
Hello,
stereotype.
slips and slide from Australia. Hi. Oh, hi sis and Jason. Welcome back to Kasta kayo. Hi sis, very good. Sobrang tagal ng biyahe.
Are you going to translate that for everyone?
The ride is a long trip,
No.
all the way
She's been here?
here. And no, I don't think she's been here.
Oh,
When Anthony's come back, you guys try to come up here.
yeah. Well, no. I think now that it's I'm glad I
But yeah, I don't recommend with someone. I was telling him, you know what? If you want to do surfing, why don't you just get back to Siargao than coming here? Because you can enjoy it. Like the those big waves is so crazy. You can
yeah.
do anything.
Well, there's some down there we're going to try a little later. We won't surf, but we'll just go out and jump
So
in them.
yes, and the night we go to the ocean and then there's rocks and then we try to take a look for something there. We just found crabs.
Yeah. There's a bunch of rocks in the water like low tide, and then all these like little critters are in the rocks. Either apparently fish get trapped in there and crabs.
No,
So she was
we're
showing
in
me how to go
Baler.
out at night with a flashlight to find critters.
We're in Baler. We're not in Davao yet. We're in Baler.
Yeah. Next week
Next week we were in
we'll go visit
Davao.
Davao and the little island across from Davao.
Yes, we go to
Samal.
Samal Island.
One subscriber suggested Samal, so we're going to spend some time there to look and see. Should we talk about that? Comfortable there, and what the land is kind of going for, and if it would be a good situation for to buy a little piece of land. Um, and so Siargao is really expensive. Favorite place, but it's really expensive.
Yes, it's one of my
So
favorite.
we heard that Davao and Samal are still affordable, and she likes the politics in Davao, even though you don't really like to talk about politics.
Yeah,
So it's a different kind of mayor that they're all, I guess they're trying to break away from the Philippines and be their own.
well, they're just planning to have that, but it's not very clear yet. But it's all over
But
the news.
oh, oh, good. Well, let's see. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna
Yes,
after
we're going to Davao and we're going to Cebu
and then
a
Cebu.
few
We'll go
days.
back to Cebu and we'll actually try to go into Cebu a little, and we'll do a Cebu city tour. And because last time we were just in Lapu Lapu City, and so I thought it was Cebu, but apparently it wasn't,
Yeah,
according to the comments.
Dumaguete because we're gonna
To
fix her.
Dumaguete, we'll stay there a little bit, and then go visit her family, and then
And do our mission thing.
but no one knows about it yet.
Yeah, I know, but we just give them hit the
A hint,
mission thing.
a mission thing.
Hint.
Okay,
So stay tuned.
stay tuned. So yeah, we've been kind of debating what we want this channel to be about because we've been together for over stuff on YouTube, but um, I don't know if that's the direction that would be able to last very long as far as a YouTube channel goes, unless we just abandon it being about us and instead focus on how 7 reasons to date a Filipino girl and whatever that kind of stuff. But I don't think I'll be excited about doing that for 5 years. So So we're trying to take the channel in a direction that would be a direction that we would like to go for
Yeah.
indefinitely. And so that's what we're gonna
And
focus on,
yeah,
and it's a surprise.
and there's so many YouTuber talk about relationship and how you
Yeah,
date Filipina.
yeah,
We wasn't planning to have a YouTube channel, but the plan is like we want to share our experience or our love story,
yeah,
but we don't expect that our YouTube channel will be um have a lot of supporter, and we were
yeah,
thankful for that.
yeah. This is surprising. Yeah, I made the videos kind of as a love letter to Joy to say, here's our vacations so that you can enjoy it because I have all the footage, and then you can see what I'm thinking, and then also your family can see it and stuff like that. And
Ooh.
obviously, if it grew, that was exciting, and so I was hopeful that people would like it, but um, I I I don't know how long we'll be able to just vlog as like travel vloggers because I don't have indefinite money to just be travel vlogging, you know. And we're not. It's not like we're gonna go visit every island in the Philippines and say these are the hot spots in this city and that place. And
Yeah.
so, if you know me and my personality, I'm not really. We're both kind of like homebodies. Like we like to just stay home and a place where we're comfortable. And traveling is not comfortable, but it's comfortable
Very
with her because she's
hello in
comfortable.
India. Yeah, I don't like. Mm-hmm.
Even like coming here, it's like I don't really feel like filming stuff.
I do back and forth Manila to Negros, but I don't really stay on Negros just to have an adventure. I just stay for my family and then come back.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Ideally, it's like we want to travel to find the ideal place to kind of and to see where we're both comfortable. The culture shock is still so intense for me that I like a place like this. I don't know how I'd ever be comfortable unless I just live here for 10 years.
it's so funny. It's so funny, guys, when we show up here. When we had a video call with my daughter, and she said, "I thought you're in vacation. Why the places look like a Kobe thing and it's broken?" It's so funny, right? Because I was kind of like shocked too, because I don't expect that this is the place we're gonna.
Yeah,
It's a
we
native.
upgraded here.
It's a
Like
native